Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So we're going to take a slight break in the melee content, and when I say a slight break, we're probably still going to use him in the Tower of Trials anyway, but I thought we'd continue on with the Tower of Trials that we've been doing and kind of start working through the next few floors. Now, I have done a couple of these obviously already before, as I've mentioned, and I'm really not looking forward to this one. This is Ruin's Tower of Trial, floor 8. I can't stand this one. It has some of the most annoying passives in the game. Basically, if you do under 70% of HP, under 70% of damage from his HP, he full heals. Every time you attack Ruin, his attack goes up, and he then has a full revive at the end as well. It is crazy annoying. So we kind of need to get a little bit lucky with some card RNG here. So the team that I'm going to be running, and I'll explain why, but basically, Purgatory melee. Before I did use this with Trader melee. So if you have Trader melee, this works kind of just as well. I just wanted to give him a go because obviously he's insanely strong, so I think it'd be helpful, and I think you'll be good. Margaret to cleanse the debuff because he also has an attack decrease. So not only is it a you have to do more than 70% of damage, he also debuffs you, which is wild, and then Escanor as well. So the two minions that he has, these guys actually, one of them takes more damage from humans and one of them takes more damage from demons. So my idea is basically Barn in the back for attack, cleanse all the debuffs, Escanor one-shots one of the minions, melee one-shots the other minion, and then hopefully we get some decent card RNG to take on the actual Ruin 4, because like ideally what I want is to run get at least like kind of maybe a silver single target for Ruin, so I can one tap him. See, I didn't, well, that's actually helpful. That's actually good. So he's gonna go first. Sorry guys, I got a bit of a in my throat. So patience, which is interesting because it doesn't take off any of the stacks. Which I was kind of half expecting it to, but melee is just super tanky, which is really nice. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cleanse the debuff. Alright, once I can. I'm then going to finger this guy. This is the one that takes more damage from humans, so that'll one-shot him, and then I'm going to use the level 1 to one-shot him. And then that should put me in a pretty good position to take on Ruin. So done. So again, increased damage right from humans, which is really nice. And then increased damage from demons from that one. Now we do... Okay. So his damage is not that great at the moment. Come on, do... Okay, that's actually brilliant, because now I can hopefully... Because he's got full HP. So surely this does a lot of damage. And then, so now the issue is he's going to get a, I'm just going to skip this, because now it will like once, let's come on, do enough damage. Perfect, okay. So ideally I need at least another melee single target, or that's actually perfect. Okay, so he's cancelled our buff, so that's fine. I'm not really that fussed. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to cleanse, and I'm going to single target with Escanor, and I'm going to hope that does enough damage. Again, this is a pretty RNG heavy one if you want to do it my way. You can do it the other way with a barn, which I'll explain. Actually, I didn't explain at the start of the video, my apologies, I'll explain after this. But the other way I find super inconsistent too, so I'm just holding my breath here for a second. Come on. Oh, thank gosh. Done. Okay, so that one can really suck, like really suck. So the other way to do that as well is, I will show you guys, I'll build the team real quick before we move on. Basically, you can do it where you have green Escanor, because you want to basically, the whole point behind this one is you use green Escanor, you then have, where's the barn that I'm looking for? I don't know if I'm going to find him. Let's just do this. You use this barn, basically, so if he doesn't get attacked, he decreases the HP related stats of all the enemies, right? So basically, you have him so he doesn't get attacked, then he decreases all the HP, and then you have someone like Arthur, Green Arthur, who acts as a tank who increases Escanor's damage, because when Green Escanor gets to full HP, he will he'll be able to remove all the debuffs from the attack decrease, and then you run like Merlin in the back to increase your ult, and basically you just ult each minion and ruin each time, so basically just push for his ult. I've tried it, it's really inconsistent unless you have this guy built more than, say, like your Arthur, just because they basically attack the person with the lowest HP, I think, or the lowest defense, and I just found it super inconsistent. Even when I moved gears around and changed levelings and all that kind of stuff, it just wasn't effective. So that's why I didn't do it that way. You still have to get lucky with RNG, but that's just a slightly different way of doing it. Okay, so this one is interesting because basically what it is you need to have... I'm going to use the new Purgatory Melee just because he's awesome and I really want to. But basically every third attack with the same hero then does damage, right? Otherwise you can't do any damage at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to run our pretty standard setup, right? We're going to give Escanor Merlin Link for the extra crit. We're going to give Melee Sario Link for when he does crit. He's going to do heaps of damage, and then we're going to give King... Actually, we're going to give King Sario Link, because if he gets the extra card, then he's going to need the extra pierce, or the extra crit defense lower. But for this guy, we're just going to give him that. So yeah, basically I just want 3 damage dealers, and then whoever I get the extra card for, I use that hero, right, is basically the idea. So once I give this person finally another... There we go. So this is my team. You can put attack food or something on if you want to, but I'm quite happy with that, right? And we'll jump in. So first 2 attacks don't do anything. Third attack does, but it's got to be all the same hero. So let's do it. Okay, so I got an extra Escanor card. So what I'll do is I will... I'll go second. That's what I'll do first. Yep. How many attacks does he get? Alrighty, so I think what I'm going to do is, I think I might just AoE. So let's do that, and then that. So these first 2 will miss. And then this will miss. And then the final attack will hit. I probably could have fingered and got rid of one of their heroes immediately, but it's what it is. Oh, that was pretty decent damage, just Escanor doing Escanor things. Cool, so here we basically just do melee attacks, right? So, oh, except you got attack disabled, that's okay, we'll go on with King instead. Luckily enough, we got some King cards instead. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then again, third attack. So this one's pretty straightforward. I would just basically bring 3 heroes that all have double attack cards, so you're not accidentally, stuffing yourself over there. But this one is pretty straightforward and done. Right, obviously strong AoE heroes will be helpful here as well. So, and on to the next one. Next one is Frasier, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look, where are we? Yep, floor 10, Frasier. So, her one is basically, if you have a lot of debuffs on you, I think it's if you have 2 or more poison/bleed debuffs on you, you do a heck of a lot less damage. They also hit really hard as well. So, what I'm going to do is, as always, I'm just going to bring my Margaret, but any kind of cleanser or, anyone that can cleanse debuffs will do the job. I'm actually probably going to... No, he'll be fine with attack crit. Yeah, they just hit really hard, and you do less damage if you have, I think it's, two bleeds or 2 shocks, or any more than 2 poison or something debuffs on you. So basically just cleanse those debuffs and kill her as fast as you can, right? And away we go. So, yeah. It's nice that my goes actually first, but like I said, from memory, I think they actually hit pretty damn hard. So what I might actually do is I think I will... Yeah, I'll save the big melee AoE for when or the big melee single target for when I get his true magic passive. So again, like you don't have to use the new melee if you guys got unlucky on your pulls or you don't have him. You don't have to use the ultimate Escanor. I'm honestly just using them because they're the best units in the game, right? Like they're just so strong. But you know, anything that's a good heavy hitter will work. I used King, I think, when I came last time, because you know neither of these units were out. Yeah, look, they just hit hard. Look at that. That's a lot. There you go. So now our damage will do less. I think we've got more than these debuffs. But what we're going to do is we're going to cleanse. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do that, and that should be game. So yeah, again, you can bring Trader Melee, you can bring, you know, Sariel if you've got him built, you can bring Trader King, sorry, as I was saying. Like basically whoever your heavy hitter damage is, bring them. But hopefully if you've been paying attention to myself or, you know, any other YouTuber, you should have summoned for at least Escanor and Melee, or hopefully both. But if you didn't have the gems, then at least one of them. And we're getting a decent amount of gems in this banner as well, so you should be able to pull... hopefully another one as well. As you can see, I've spent all my gems, so I actually got pretty decently lucky with my summons. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I've got my video up on my summons, and I think it's just a bit of recording luck, to be fair. I don't usually get that lucky. I did another 200 gems spend after that, and I got nothing. So cool, we got time for one more. We'll go through one more because that was pretty easy, those last couple of floors. We're gonna do what's his name, Hugo, I think. Yeah, this guy here, Hugo. Now, Hugo's passive is a bit dumb, basically. It's if you have more than 50% lifesteal, your stats get increased by the amount of lifesteal you have. So I've done this before, and I've just ignored that, honestly, and I've just brute forced my way through it. So I think that's what we're going to do here. I literally might just bring this team and just brute force my way through it. But if you don't want to brute force your way through it, that's the gimmick. But it's pretty easy to do. I believe they do attack disable as well, so that's why I've got the cleanse. So that'll be nice. But yeah, just basically, if you've got built heroes and you can do it, you can just brute force your way through it. You'll be sweet. There you go. There's the attack disable. So I don't even know if I'm going to cleanse actually. All right, so now I got true magic already, which is awesome. So I think what I'll do is we'll buff up. We'll AoE with everyone and see what kind of damage we get, just for fun. I think we'll hit pretty hard here. Let's do this. Okay, not quite as hard as I would like. I mean, it's 800k, it's not bad, they've just got a lot of health. Yeah, still a lot better than the 300k from even Escanor, right? So Melee with his true magic buff just hits different. Don't attack disable. That's annoying. That's okay. We'll use Escanor here. Oh, okay. Oh, and there goes Margaret. That's fine. So they do hit solidly hard. You know, attack disable again. That's annoying. They cleansed it and then didn't. I could probably just push ult here actually. Yeah, let's push ult with Escanor. Let's do that. And then we'll just hope that double AoE kills, that silver AoE kills those two. Yeah, it should do perfect, and now we can just go in and finish off with the finger. So again, above 50% lifesteal will give you that percentage of stats if you do want to do the gimmick, but as you can see, it's not too bad in terms of just brute forcing your way through. You might not quite have as much as I do in terms of built heroes. Like I said, you can look at other heroes. So I mean, as you can see right from the last couple, we basically just use the same team all the way down. But you know, if you don't have new Purgatory Melee, you can definitely use Trader Melee if you've got them. Freya might be not a bad pick here. You just got to make sure that, probably not for Ruin, because you want to do a human or a demon. He's an unknown. Worst comes to worst, like what I did was when I did my team, I did Trader Melee for the demon side of that Ruin, and then I actually just saved up Arthur until I got his ultimate, and then just ulted the other guy. the human guy. We'll get rid of that. So there are other options for you as well, but basically you want to take your biggest heavy hitter. And then honestly, like Margaret is so strong if you guys have her. If you don't, any kind of debuff cleanser will do the job as well. So that is what floors, I think 8 through 11. I hope that helps, guys, and I will keep the series going in between all of the melee content. I'll be bringing out him taking on the bird and the deer and stuff like that soon. But I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.